you know, I'm here because I'm interested in targeting the trigger man. And as far as I'm concerned, the trigger man is the POA. That's the gangster. He's calling the shots in the city. And I'm glad we have all these cars out here because we need to let the police know that they need to take our money out of Long Beach politics.
Yeah.
We need Mayor Garcia to take his hand out of the cookie jar. We need the city manager to stop letting bad cops off. Killer cops, it has to stop. But it only stops because we have people like Don and Black Lives Matter and Cammy. They've got all these people out here who wanted to express their voice in a time of pandemic, right? You can stay in your car and you can protest with air conditioning. You can do that. You can do that today. That's what I'm doing.
I'm with that, man. And you know, I like when I speak to articulate brothers like you because you know, it kind of validates what I say. You know, we say the same shit, but I say a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the police, before you become a police, you need to fight 10 Crips in the neighborhood you about to fight.
There you go.
And if you can't whoop 8 of their ass, you can't be a police.
Jumped in.
You gotta get jumped in.
You gotta get jumped in. And I also believe that police should do double whatever a civilian does. You should do double the amount of time because you took the oath.
Yes.
Being the police killing a black person is far different than a black person killing a black person. Black on black crime, that's some fake shit. It's crime. Crime happens in neighborhoods. Wherever the fuck you are, you live in an all-white neighborhood, you got an all-white rapist, you got an all-white fucking anarchist, you got an all in every neighborhood. So that's some bullshit. And if you are an officer and you are sworn to protect, God damn it, you don't need to be killing motherfuckers. I think if you kill a motherfucker, even if it's justified, I think they should give you pension and you gone. Because killing ain't natural. You shouldn't kill a motherfucker and then keep the job to kill another motherfucker. And I don't care if it's justified or not. And that's coming from a nigga. My cousin got killed by the police. I got my ass whooped by the police. You know, I crack a lot of jokes. But fuck these motherfuckers. Like, for real. And I'm glad to see all y'all out here, you guys being the non-black people. Look, man, they whooping our ass, dog. They whooping our ass, man. Please, please, you guys are the giant. The black people are the right hand of the giant. But the rest of you guys are the sleeping giant. Wake your ass up. Wake your motherfucking ass up. Because they whooping my ass today, it's gonna be your grandson tomorrow. Wait, it doesn't happen to white people. Yes, the fuck it does. You see them push that old ass man down in Buffalo? Come on, man. Come on, y'all talking my shit now. Come on now.
I'm a white person once.
That's colorful language, baby. That's the kind we like.
Can folks come in a little bit closer? You don't have to yell too loud.
Come on in a little bit closer, baby. I took a shower a couple days ago. I took a shower a couple days ago.
I you've been yelling for
Black
7 years.
Lives Matter, Long Beach. We taking back our neighborhood.
We taking back our neighborhood. Come on here, Mom.
Where's
We taking back our neighborhood. We right here in Long Beach at the Black Lives Rally Caravan. And it's an amazing, amazing thing to be here right now. I'm very proud to be here, and I'm here with
Hattie,
Hey, Hattie, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good.
Outstanding.
I'm alive.
Yes, indeed. Amen. What are your thoughts on what's happening now, you know, in current events, and what are you looking for out of this movement?
Action. You gotta take action. The caravans, protesting is good because we're keeping it alive. But what we have to do is actually take action. Okay, what does that mean? That means that we gotta stop the police. They are KKK in a formal manner, and they're able to get away with killing you without being penalized or suffering the consequences for their actions. So, we gotta get down and start talking with these leaders. We can't just say it's gonna happen, we gotta make it happen. The leaders are in position because we voted them in. If they're not doing their jobs, we have to vote them out. Okay, so what we gotta do is start working with these leaders right now. We need to be putting out the guidelines and telling them what we want, what we don't want, and we need to make sure they go into effect. And once we start getting that done, we need to be looking towards the big leaders.
Right.
Those big leaders who are sitting up there doing absolutely nothing and who are promoting the hate, promoting the separation. We want them out of that White House.
Out! Yes! Out!
They gotta go. They gotta go. And how do you do that?
Vote.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
organize.
How do you do that? Vote.
And organize.
And what I'm saying is that this is 1 year, 2020, that nobody could tell me that they had an excuse or a reason not to vote.
That's right.
We got the vote by mail coming out in LA counties, hopefully all of California. But let me tell you about the vote by mail. Those of you who have not voted by mail, you will not know how to vote by mail. So what will we have to do? Train. We have to teach.
Yes.
The silly machines that they put in place, a new system. That person that put that new system in place is supposed to be fired. You don't ever put a new system in place in a major presidential election. That was part of that systemic racism, suppression of the vote. Now what are we gonna do? We're gonna teach. We're gonna get people registered. We're gonna show them how to vote, and we're gonna get those people out of that office come November.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
You are not gonna get no changes if you don't start with action.
Miss Hattie, with all due respect, if you don't mind me saying, you right as a motherfucker. Right as a motherfucker. Let's get these motherfuckers out of here, man. Let's get them out of here. Come on, come talk to me shit, man. Come on, baby, come on. There she go. Oh, shit. What's happening, man? We out here in Long Beach, man. My carnivorosity's bubbling. I'm chilling at the park with my friend. Diana, what's going on? What's popping with you?
Well, I drove up here from white-ass Orange County because they don't make anything happen.
All right.
So I'm coming here.
Oh,
and
see?
the police are the lowest rung on our freaking war economy, which drives the entire global system and suppresses everything. Poverty, lack of education, lack of healthcare. So Patty is spot on. We got to vote them out from the toughest. We have to organize and we have to train. 100%. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, hey.
While we talking about votes, man, I'm gonna take this moment to tell y'all, man, I hate to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but they put everything out to keep you from voting. Everything is a calculated effort. You young niggas, that PS5, fuck that PS5. Don't get caught up in that PS5 right now. I mean, get it, enjoy it, but don't lose sight of what's going on. We got a good movement. I think it was that the Montgomery boycott was 37 days. Trust me, this shit don't happen in one day. This shit don't happen in one day. Look here, man. I'm almost at the other half of my life right now, and I'm looking at all y'all youngsters, and I'm begging you, and I'm imploring you to keep up the good fight. Keep up. Please don't be distracted by these little trinkets and the latest TikTok dance crazes and things of that nature. Enjoy your life and have fun, but keep in mind that people are dying, and it could be any one of us at any given time. You dig? So don't lose sight of it. If this shit take 3 years, there's gonna be some marching asses for 3 years. You feel me?
Do it on video.
Everybody, short people got me stepping all the way back. All right.
Come on, Cammy.
Yo. Okay. Yeah, come on, Cammy. Pull out. All right. What's up? We smoking yours live right here in Long Beach. What's the name of this park?
Your part.
Houghton Park. Okay. What's up? This is Slink Johnson. I'm smoking yours live right here at Houghton Park, and I'm here with Don, the leader.
One of the co-founders.
Okay. One of the co-founders. Yo, what up? This is Slink Johnson, and we live right here in Long Beach at Houghton Park, and I'm here with Don, one of the co-founders of the Black Lives Matter movement here in Long Beach, and I'm also here with Cammy Johnson of the Luke and Cammy Show and a whole lot of other endeavors. And again, thank you, Cammy, for inviting me. And I just kind of want to get an idea as to what's going on today, and what are your thoughts on the movement? Either one.
Well, I wanted to be very clear about what today is about. This started from an idea from actually one person who sent it to me and said, hey, can you do something with this? And of course, I'm going to put some breath into it. And it really started from really community coming together and really believing in this time in our lives. I'm full, I'm emotional, because we've lost so many. So at this time, I want you to understand that people are dying. Our boys are dying. Our loved ones are dying. And I just thank you for the community support this, to put it on blast, because we have an opportunity here to do this with our families, with our elders, with our dogs and our cats. I see them in the car. Thank you. But also just to have an opportunity to also care about our Black health, because we don't have the support we need from up atop. So today, on this day, Obama Recognition Day, I want to say that I love each and one of you. Thank you for being part of this community, and thank you for supporting. This truly was a labor of love, and I just thank everyone who's been a part of this. So thank you so much.
I got to witness Tammy one time talk about who she is and where she comes from. As a future leader, as a follower, as a listener of our ancestors, the people who we are and who we come from. Would you mind sharing a little bit of that here that I heard you talk about recently?
So, for those who don't know me, it took me 5 years to sit down with my grandmother, my elder, my ancestor, to get this story out of her. But the story was that through all of these questions, I really truly found out that she was one of the children that was there during the Tulsa rape riots. And for her family to bring her up, she was 6 years old. My daughter now is 7. I can only imagine the fear that she had with her family. But they left there with little. They were wealthy. They were self-sufficient. They were part of something that their community had. And they built on their own. And it was taken away.
Bombed.
And then they moved to Yuma, Arizona. Her father created the first Black rodeo in Yuma. And he was very successful. But at the time, when you have you have some minor successes or major successes, they can take that away in a second due to the injustices of our institutional racism that has been set up for us to fail. But today, and in the last few weeks, we have said to ourselves, enough is enough. So I dedicate this day to all of the ancestors, all of our elders that support us and talk to us sitting at the table drinking coffee. I honor you. All of those that have been there before us, who's been marching for us, we could not have this day without you. So I appreciate all of the efforts that you have put forth, and I'm dedicating this day to you. It's also my mother's birthday, so I really want to dedicate to her when she slapped this racist dog downstairs in our apartment for calling my brother a nigga. I'm dedicating that day to all of those minor or major movements that we've had in our city. Every step counts. So thank you guys again. Thank you to all of our white allies. You are part of this movement. We could not be where we are without you as well. So thank you so much.
Why are we here today? Somebody raise your hand, tell us why we're here today. Say it loud.
To defund the police.
To defund the police. Why else? Yes.
Support my good friend.
Say it out loud. Just
Support my good friend.
support your friend. What else? Why are we here today? Yell it out.
I'm seeking justice for my Uncle Fred, who was murdered at Pan American Park in 2018 by a white supremacist.
Come over here. If it's okay. I'm like, I sound demanding on here. I didn't like that.
Hi, my name is Allison Flanagan. I'm here today because I'm seeking justice for Frederick Taft, who is, thank you ma'am, who was my uncle. We were at a family gathering in Pan American Park, July 21st, 2018. That's a park here in Long Beach. And he happened to go to the restroom that day, and he was executed in the restroom. There was a stall and a urinal. There was a guy with a rifle that was behind the stall and forced my uncle to use the urinal, and he shot him 9 times in his most vulnerable state. And it was in broad daylight at a family picnic, and still today, we have no resolution on that. I mean, how can someone white today walk out way in broad daylight and nobody sees anything? If it was a black man, he would have been captured, hunted, killed, all the resources, the manpower it would have taken to bring that guy to justice, it would have happened. But still today, we're coming up on the 2nd year anniversary of my uncle, and we want justice. So I'm out here supporting my Uncle Fred Taft. And I'm pissed also that there's so many lives that are taken unnecessarily at the hand of white supremacy. We all can get along if we want to, but there's evil spirits out there that just doesn't want to see the unity. We've got every color in the rainbow in our family. Love is love, and people cannot dictate and tell us who to love. So I'm out here today fighting for justice for all.
Justice for Uncle Fred, and justice for all the people killed by the cops.
So I think we all know why we're here today. It's continuing. I don't know if you all are seeing what's happening in Atlanta right now. I don't know if you all are aware of 2 hangings. 2 of our youth, young black men, were lynched. Coincidentally, I don't know if you all are aware, but Cory Booker recently passed an anti-lynching law. And how ironic is it that within the next, I don't know if it was a day or 2 or 3, but right after, we had 2 young men lynched?
That ain't cool.
Just think about that. Victorville and Palmdale. Thank you.
No, but
And
that was supposed to be a suicide.
And even before they investigated it, even before it was investigated, they claimed suicide. Right in the middle of the civic center, where the police department is, the fire department, and city hall. There are no cameras? Okay. We know what this looks like. We've been here before, right? So I'm just gonna touch on a couple of things. Monday night, the Long Beach Unified School District is voting on the school budget. We are calling for defunding police and any of the school resource officers who are also basically police. We want them out of our schools. We want them out of our schools. So we want to divest from police and reinvest in care. We want to reinvest in the restoration of culturally competent and black school counselors, academic counselors, socio-emotional counselors, school psychologists, ethnic studies. There's a list, there's a whole long list. But those are the top few, right? And we're demanding that now. We want for this process to be transparent. We are calling for no more backdoor meetings, no closed sessions, open session on Monday. We are calling for an open session on Monday. If you haven't already, you'll begin to see the email on how to send in your comments and to reiterate these demands and your own, to email the school board members to make these demands. So look out for that on social. You can follow the information will also be on our Facebook page at Black Lives Matter Long Beach and on Instagram at BLMLBC. Also Tuesday night, City Council. What's in,
Fine.
So they just took off the agenda item, restoring police records.
Oh, they took it out. So that,
Bring it back. You gotta keep watching.
thank you. Yeah, there was the city it likes to destroy records. I'm done repeating the corruption. Right? Can we destroy all of our records at the same time?
Log in to the meeting and follow along. Here.
offer that you all log in to the city council meeting on Tuesday. It's all happening online. A couple of the council members do follow us on BLM Long Beach, and so if you make comments, a lot of times they are reading it in live time, so in real time, sorry. So go ahead and log into the city council meeting on Tuesday. We'll put up the info on the BLM Facebook website as well.
So before I get into these instructions, like our Black community here in Long Beach and across the nation, we are continuously having to rebuild. We are having to build up our Rosewoods. We are having to build up our Tulsa, Oklahomas, our Black Wall Streets. We are doing that. And if and when we need to engage in this system, we will let them know what we know and we will expect to get it. You owe us that. You owe us that at the least. Right? So, you know, we've got to continue constantly in all the ways, big and small, to disrupt white supremacy, to disrupt systemic and institutional anti-Blackness in all of our systems in this city, our school systems, K through 8, our higher education with Black student recruitment and supporting graduation, our city of Long Beach. Yeah, I just kind of like talked out about it. And someone mentioned this earlier, the corruption in the city with the bullying by the mayor, by the police officer association, pressuring our city council to support them covering up violent police officers and their violent acts. When they kill, when they physically abuse, when they sexually abuse, there are laws that say that they have to produce those records, and we have a local government that has been helping them cover up and destroy those records. That is a fucking problem. That is a fucking problem. So we're gonna roll out today with a couple of stops. And these stops, two of them at least one of them we're gonna get out at. So there is space for us to get out at this stop, and we're gonna have a small action. And the action, because big and small things, right? They're significant. The action will include this representation of a flag, and we need 13 people. 13 people who would be, and if that's you, just as we get ready to hand out, just stand over here in the shade by this tree, who would be willing to get on the ground. 13 people, young folks probably, who'll be willing to get on the ground, and then another 13 people who will stand with them. Okay, so 26 people over here. Is that 26, 13? Yeah. Yeah. So there are, we're gonna try to keep our group together. You all have a copy of the route. Any other key? Oh, folks, about maybe 10 people who are willing to help with traffic, and we'll explain what that looks like, and you can come stand by this tree. So 10 people who are willing to help to just support traffic as we move through the city. What else? Is that it? Okay, what's that? They went around. Maybe you can look to your neighbor and take a picture of theirs if there aren't any more copies left. Any other quick questions? Expect to be with our group today, maybe to be safe, about 2 hours at the most.
And if anybody got weed, I'm riding in the car with you.
Any other questions? There you go. Okay, we good? Okay.
All right, we're out. We're about to start our route.
Anybody else?
Guess you riding with us?
Hey, right? That's what I'm saying. I was like, come on, bro.
I'm riding somebody.
We ain't got shit for internet out here, do we?
So the 26 people for the action right by this tree.
Oh, Lord.
And 10 people for